Hey Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your June 2022 message. I'm going to touch on your career and finances, your love and romance, and just general energies that you will be experiencing in the month of June 2022. As I'm giving you guys this reading, Venus has entered Taurus, so she's back home in Taurus. So this is definitely a beautiful time to really nurture yourselves, nurture your relationships, right? You know, boosting your confidence a little, okay? So just make sure that you're remembering yourselves as you remember to care and nurture others, right? Care for yourselves, all right? So let's go ahead and jump right in. Sorry, guys. I'm just drinking some juice right now because my throat gets a little dry when I'm doing readings. I'm talking the whole time. Okay, so I have my cards. I just don't want to put my cards up here because it's so cluttered. I don't know. Every time I do your reading, Virgo, I just feel like everything just needs to be organized. It is so funny to me. Plus, I have a bunch of Virgo in my chart, so I completely understand. But whenever I'm doing your readings, I always feel like I need to like fix everything. It's weird. So let's go ahead and we're going to pull two oracle messages for your overall energies for the month of June. Okay, Virgo? Universe, source, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, please come before us to speak to the sign of Virgo, my beautiful Virgos, earth spirits, earth guides. Please come before us to speak to my beautiful Virgos for this month of June 2022, for the month of June 2022 for Virgo, June 2022 for the sign of Virgo. What messages do you have for Virgo, universe source? Yeah, Virgo, I feel the world needs Virgo energy. We need that energy of paying attention to the details, of being organized, right? Being a little bit of a perfectionist, right? We need that energy in the world. The world, I feel, will be pure chaos without you guys. I'm not saying all Virgos are organized. That is not what I'm saying, but you know, we need really good Virgo energy in the world, and I really appreciate you guys. All right. Virgo, June 2022. Let's see what the universe has in store for you guys. Ooh. It's interesting that that card wanted to fly out. These cards really want to talk. I haven't used these cards in a while. Okay, we have Heal the Ouch. Some of you guys, Virgo, are in the medical field. Some of you guys are actually in the healing arts. You guys are healers. Others of you, in the month of June, you really need to be conscious of how you may be damaging the earth. What people don't understand sometimes, Virgo, is that when you're damaging the earth, we're also damaging ourselves. And when we damage ourselves, we're damaging the earth. So if you're not eating consciously, if you're not eating wholesome foods or whole foods, not the store whole foods, but wholesome foods, you're hurting the earth as well. So in the month of June, Virgo, may be a good time for you to really be conscious of what you are partaking in when it comes to your food, your sustenance, what you drink. You know, if you're taking your vitamins, the medications that you're taking, right? Making more conscious choices when it comes to how you are affecting the planet as well, how you're treating others, right? And then we have the Compass, card 50. That's the one that wanted to fly out, which I thought was interesting. I think Leo got the card after that, which was card 51, which I thought was interesting. So some of you guys, maybe right after this reading, if you have Leo in your chart, you might actually want to check that out and see, you know, what that means for you. But Virgo, this is about, for you, this is about a time of consciousness. consciousness around how you care for yourself, what you're eating, what you're drinking. Are you drinking enough water? Like even before I started your reading, like my throat was getting dry, and at first I was just gonna keep going because I'm like, it's not that bad, but my body was like, no, you need to get some liquid in your system, right? I get the sense, Virgo, that with this compass card coming out, there's nowhere to go but up once you've hit rock bottom, right? So if you stay on your path, if you stay on your true path, you're never truly lost, right? I feel like there are those of you that feel alone, but you're not truly alone, right? You have other people around you. We share this planet with people. It's just that we forget that the world is not only full of bad people, right? How are you treating people? What types of people are in your life right now that are actually treating you with respect, that actually care about you, right? So obsessive behavior, I'm also getting that too, Virgo. If there's someone you're dealing with that has obsessive behavior, or if you have a certain obsession of some kind, be careful with that. Get rid of it. You don't need to be obsessed, right? You need to be conscious of what you're doing, of what you're working towards, because sometimes what we work towards sometimes becomes an obsession where we just find ourselves fixed on it. We just want to do that all day, every day. We don't want to do anything else. Our judgment is clouded. We're not focused on, we don't realize that we live on the planet with other people, right? I don't know where I'm getting that from, but Virgo, stay on track. Stay on track, because I'm gonna keep this card out actually. Stay on track, because I feel that there are some energies or some things that you're doing or some people in your life that causes you to feel distracted in some way. And it could be maybe living consciously by like eating consciously, drinking consciously, taking your vitamins, exercising, doing yoga, meditations, whatever. Maybe getting acupuncture on a regular basis. I feel that whatever a regular basis is for you, for those of you who do acupuncture, doing those things will help you navigate your life much differently and in a much more healthier way. Could be the foods that you're eating is causing your brain to deteriorate in some way, shape, or form. Therefore, your thought patterns and your perspective on life is in some ways like diminished. How are you navigating your life, Virgo? It's funny, I never realized there's a frog. There's a frog in this, there's a tiny frog in this card. I don't know if you can see that, but frogs are all about abundance, right? Frogs are like that water energy, relaxation, going with the flow. Not having this obsession. Some of you guys may have an obsession with perfectionism, or you're obsessed with working on a project too much, or you're obsessed with a relationship because you want things to be a certain way. You want your life to be a certain way that you're forgetting yourselves. You're morphing into that situation, that you're becoming that situation. Like I said, Virgo, remember yourselves. Remember who you are, right? Let's see, Virgo. June 2022 for Virgo. Virgo 2022. June 2022 for Virgo, my spirit guide. What does the month of June have in store for Virgo? Yeah, it says the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So there are a lot of things in your life right now, Virgo, that you have to accomplish or deal with. However, you have to remember, don't get caught up in that situation. Like, work on whatever you need to work on, right? Get things done. Bottom of the deck, you have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. So Virgo, yeah, things are picking up. Things are, needing to get done. However, I just feel exhausted. I don't know why, Virgo. It's almost like when I started your reading, my throat was dry, and like now I just feel exhausted. I feel, Virgo, maybe you're just doing too much. You're obsessed with getting something done, or you're hurting yourself in the process. You're not recognizing that you're draining your energy here. Some of you guys need to get your compass out and go for a walk, or go on a vacation, or go someplace new, because you've been doing the same old for too long. Okay? Breathe, okay? Please breathe. Meditate. Sit down somewhere, Virgo. I say that in love. I really do. That's just what my mom used to tell us growing up. We're doing too much, sit down somewhere, right? Do something constructive with yourself. Why are you running around everywhere? Where are you going? What do you need to do, right? Sometimes you guys have to get your mother voice out, or your father voice out, and tell yourself, sit the fuck down somewhere. Stop doing so much. Right? Your job's not going anywhere. Right? Because sometimes we work towards things as if they're going to disappear, right? Constantly hovering over something. Some of you guys have a lot of kids. Could be that too. Got a lot of kids. You got a lot of stuff going on. And, you're constantly hovering over your kids. Sometimes you just let your kids learn, okay? Some of you guys need to let your kids fall on their face. Some of you guys need to let a child go because they're too old. They need to go get a job. I don't know. But there's something where you're forgetting yourself, Virgo. You got too much going on. Could be a family situation. Okay? All right, so we're going to pull a couple of messages for your career and finances, Virgo. Career and finances in the month of June 2022. Universe source for Virgo for their career and finances in June 2022. 2 cards from the top of the deck for Virgo for their career and finances in June 2022. Career and finances for June 2022 for the sign of Virgo. Y'all doing too much. You're gonna make a lot of money in June. I do see that happening, but you guys are doing too much. When I see the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles together, that's Taurus energy up and down. Okay, that is straight up Taurus energy. It also is Capricorn Virgo energy. So Virgo, you're doing too much. Okay. I just feel like you guys are just doing the most. You're making the money. You're making things happen. For real. Like, it's very admirable. But Virgo, like, some of you guys are to the book. Very traditional when it comes to money. Very traditional when it comes to work. You don't mess around. However, some of you guys are just, you need to lighten up a little bit. You need to just lighten up. Okay? You don't need to be doing the most. You're on the right path. You're doing fine. Why do you need to push and push and push and push? There's only so much that you can do. Because if you guys keep going, y'all gonna end up healing an ouch. You're gonna end up having some of you guys. Okay, I'm sorry, Virgo. Some of you guys, I'm getting this feeling. Slow down, because I feel like there are those of you gonna find yourself in a hospital. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. Sometimes when you're doing too much, the universe has to knock you down. I do not want that for you guys, okay? I do not want that for you guys. So please slow down before you fall down, okay? Sit down before you fall down. I think that's what I was trying to say. All right. So we're going to pull a card for your love and your romance. And when I say love, it's not just romance. It is your friends, your family members, and romance, which is your romantic partnership. So love and romance. So it's pretty much all of the above, Virgo, okay? For your relationships in the month of June 2022. For my beautiful Virgos, universe source for their love and romance for June 2022. Love and romance for Virgo, June 2022. Love and romance for June 2022 for my beautiful Virgos. Oops. That card wanted to come out. Interesting. You said you have calling in your soulmate and give your relationship a chance. It says work on your partnerships. So Virgo, the month of June is going to be a very important time for you to connect. Especially if you have Venus in Virgo, okay? If your Venus is Virgo, or just check out your Venus sign. It doesn't have to be Virgo, but I feel that there are those of you that have your Venus is in Virgo, yeah. So give your relationship a chance and calling in your soulmate. And this can be a friend, a family member, or a significant other where they are your soulmate, right? You're manifesting them into your life. And it could be that you really need to work on this partnership. You really need to, because you may feel like, oh, I'm going to give up on this. Some of you guys are working too much, and you're not really giving too much of your time and energy to your relationships with other people. Okay. You really need to slow down, Virgo. Spend time with your children. Spend time with your husband or your wife. Spend time with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Spend time with your parents. Spend time with your siblings, your cousins, aunts, uncles. Spend time with your friends. Right? For those of you who are afraid to leave your job for a little bit to go on vacation, or to go hang out with your family members, or to go see a friend, or somebody out of state or out of country, just go see them. It doesn't always have to be about work, right? It doesn't have to be about one thing or one person. Go see other people. Go hang out with your family. Go hang out with your friends, right? Spend time with your significant other. If you're spending too much time around coworkers or your bosses or whatever, your managers on a project. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot here, Virgo. Because you have a soulmate here for sure. There is a soulmate here. Could be a friend, could be a family member, could be a significant other. Okay, you've prayed for this person. And some of you guys may be focused more on work because you don't want to focus on having, like, maybe you feel lonely, or you feel like, oh, I want to date, I want to get married. But maybe something happened in the past that hurt you, and so you're more focused on work because you don't want to focus. You don't want to think about maybe how lonely you feel. But Virgo, your prayers are going to be answered because your soulmate's on their way, okay? They're on their way. Some of you guys may feel like, I don't have any friends. I don't have anybody that I can talk to. Some of you guys may definitely have people surrounding you who want to talk to you. They've been calling you, they've been texting you, and you ain't answering back because you're too busy. Open your eyes, okay? But that can just be for a couple of you. Others of you, Virgo, you may feel, I don't have any friends. I don't have anybody that I can confide in. They're coming in. They are coming in. But Virgo, you got to slow down. Go do something nice for yourself. Go to a group gathering, or, to meet new people. Right? Let's go ahead and pull some cards, Virgo, for your overall energies in the month of June 2022 for Virgo. For Virgo for June 2022, Universe Source, what messages do you have for Virgo June 2022? Ooh, that wanted to fall out. You got too much going on, Virgo. Too much going on. too much. Too many things going on. Four of Swords. You need to go to sleep, okay? You need to take a nap. You need to go lay down somewhere. Go to a spa. Go get a massage. Acupuncture. Please, Virgo. Please. You need to... Look at that. You got the Nine of Pentacles. Leo got that. You need to focus on yourself. You need to boost your confidence, Virgo. You really do. Please focus on yourself. And maybe when you're going to do something nice for yourself, you end up meeting somebody or talking to some people, or, you know, going to like some of you guys may want to go to a book club. I don't know where that came from, but maybe going to a book club, having a study group, you know, online gaming, you know, could be that too for some of you. There are a lot of people out there, guys. Go meet them. Ten of Wands. I know that you got a lot on your plate. You got a lot going on. I get it. King of Swords. So there are those of you who have this very professional mindset. You just want to focus on work. You want to focus on things that make sense. You don't want to focus on your emotions. I get it. Some of you guys are dealing with an Aquarius. Could be a Libra or a Gemini, but I read the King of Swords as Aquarius. And then we have Judgment. So now is the time. Some of you guys grew up in a household, Virgo, where you guys may have been judged a little bit too much, or your parents were hard workers and you have that traditional mindset, okay, where you just don't have time for emotions, you know. Two of Pentacles. Prioritizing. So yeah, June is, you know, you may not be really focused on your emotions. You may really be trying to get things done because you feel in the month of June like, I have to get this stuff done. That's fine. But Virgo, you need to make sure, because the Two of Pentacles is also about prioritizing. So if work is above your family or your relationship or your marriage or your children, be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Because you have a soulmate. You have a relationship that's worth your time, Virgo. You're not alone. You're not lost. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to be left behind. You're going to be fine. Why are you afraid of that? Right? Because I feel like a lot of Virgos, you know, a lot of you guys, you don't mind being alone, but I feel deep down inside you kind of want, for those of you that I'm speaking to, you want somebody. And you don't have to be a Virgo sun or a Virgo Venus or rising. You can have Virgo elsewhere in your chart. You could be an Aquarius and have Aquarius star sign or sun sign and have Virgo in your chart somewhere. But I'm just saying, like, some of you guys may be a bit introverted and you don't mind being alone. Okay, but there's still a part of you that's like, but I wish I just had like a person or a few people who are still going to be there for me and reach out to me every once in a while to see how I'm doing. Because I feel like some of you guys, you still miss somebody, or you still miss your friends, you love them. For some reason, you just don't really bring yourself to connect because you're more focused on work. Okay. But there are those of you, you definitely need to lay down somewhere. Some of you guys really need to get crystals and lay them on your chest or on your head. Some clear crystals, maybe some selenite, clear quartz, like and some green crystals too, malachite, okay, jade. You need some healing crystals, okay, Virgo. Some of you guys really need to lay down and, like I said, acupuncture or somebody like a healer to like lay you down and place crystals around you or something, or do some singing bowl, you know, work on you. Like, I really do feel that there's some healing magic that needs to be done on you, because you need to rest, you need to relax, you need to calm yourself and your spirit. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards for you, Virgo, for June 2022. You need to ground yourself, Virgo. You're an earth sign. Earth signs always encourage all of us to ground ourselves, okay, and to grow from there. Two of Wands, future planning. Have you thought about your future in a positive way, Virgo, or are you just constantly working? Have you thought about your future? Have you thought about, I want to get married? And if you are married, have you thought about, like, what do I want to do with my partner? What do I want to do with my husband or my wife? Where do we want to go? What do we want to experience? Or with your children? Like, what do I want to do with my children? Where do I want to take them? Or with your friends, right? Or even just with yourself. But I feel like this is about friendship, relationships for you, Virgo. Okay? The Fool. Yeah, there are those of you that need to take a leap of faith and go out there and find some new faces, find some new people, talk to a bunch of your friends, see how they're doing in June. You got the Four. This card will not hide itself from me. It's just like, tell them to lay down. You know what I mean? I really feel like that's funny. The universe has got jokes, because literally the Four of Swords is clarifying the 10 of Wands. Jupiter energy, Sagittarius. So this is you wanting to expand. You're carrying so many things. You're wanting to grow in your business or whatever. But the universe is like, remember to just take naps. Remember to go on vacation. Remember to enjoy your weekends if you have weekends off, right? The universe, that's literally the universe saying, stop what you're doing. Drop all of that. Take a break. Some of you guys need to drink more water. You're not drinking enough water. 9 of Pentacles. There's that independence. Virgo, you're confident though. Some of you guys, this is your soulmate. They are very confident. They're fine being alone, but they like you. They like you though. They like that, you allow them to be themselves. Okay, I feel like this is your soulmate. Some of you guys are in a relationship with an air sign or someone who's just very independent. They're very logical, okay? They're very independent. They're very confident in their capabilities. Okay, excuse me. But others of you, this is you. You are more focused on maybe practical things, but you're focused on the mind, on what you're thinking about. You're not really focused on your emotions and how you feel. You're just confident and like, I'm making money. I'm able to do this and that. I'm able to bring in blessings, but I'm not focused on a relationship, or I'm not focused on my emotions. I'm not focused on how I feel. You should. Okay. 8 of Swords. There you go. The universe is saying, stop judging yourself. There we go. Stop judging yourself. That's clarifying the Judgment card. But this is also the universe saying in the month of June, like, we're paying attention to how much you're blocking your blessings, and we're going to have to step in and do something about it. The universe is going to push you to step and look in the mirror of your life and really make some judgment calls about yourself and your life seriously, and make some changes, because you're closing yourself off to what you really need to be looking at, Virgo, in your life, because you're too busy focused on other things that are really not that important right now. They're important, but not as important as the inner work and focusing on how you're living your life and if you're truly thriving. Okay. Oops. Yep, King of Cups. So there you go. There is you balancing your emotions. Finally getting in touch with your emotions. Feeling all the feels, all the energies, falling in love with yourself, falling in love with another person, loving your friends, loving your family, loving your children, whatever, right? Really realizing that it's okay to get in touch with my emotions, and realizing that you need to heal yourself, Virgo. You need to soothe yourself. Stop tricking yourself into believing like, I don't have emotions. I don't need to think about that. I don't need to focus on that. The universe is saying you need to focus on it. You probably should. Okay. Oh man, Virgo, you're making it happen. You're making it happen. But in certain areas of your life where, you are making it happen, there's other parts of your life where you're not. And you really need to pay attention to that. Okay. And I get it. We can't focus on everything all at once in our lives. There's going to be some things in our lives that start to wane, and other things that start to wax and rise. But that's why the universe is like, hey, it's time to focus on this now. That's why retrogrades happen. That's why eclipses happen, right? Is because the universe is saying, hey, we need to You were focusing on this. We told you to focus on this. Now it's time to focus on this now, because it's trying to help us balance our lives. So if you're focused too much on one thing, Virgo, it's time to focus on what you're not, right? Okay. Much love and light to all of you, Virgo. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.